everybody, so today I'm going to be talking about quite a personal topic, a topic that I've put off talking about for some time because I didn't think I was ready to talk about it, because I didn't know where I stood with this topic. And I'm going to be talking about body confidence and my opinion around it and how it is and how I feel body confident. I'll give you guys like a little bit of a backstory of me and where I stand around this whole topic. For those of you that don't know how I started YouTube about 4 or 5 years ago now, and I accidentally became a YouTuber. So I did the whole Tumblr thing. I had pictures of my purple hair on Tumblr, and I frequently got asked questions on how I get my hair purple. So I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna make a hair tutorial. People can watch this hair tutorial, and that was that. But the video got quite a few views, and then people started making requests for more videos. And I didn't know, I was like, what do you want me to make videos on? So people asked, like, obviously hair and makeup and fashion. So people wanted to see like what I wore and what I was about. So I was like, okay, let's make some fashion videos. What the fuck? I'm not very fashionable, but whatever. And when I started making fashion videos, that is when I started getting comments about my body. Most of the time it was lovely comments, or well-intended comments, like, oh my God, it's really nice to see a bigger girl doing this, or it's really nice to see like a relatable person, or it's really nice, that a real sized woman, and all this sort of stuff. That's what I was getting a lot at the time, and I was, okay. And, I'd obviously get like the stuff like, oh, fucking fat, like, oh, that looks awful on you, that kind of shit. But bearing in mind that this was like at a time prior to that, I'd never thought about my body. Like, it wasn't a thing. I didn't really care about it. Like, I didn't think about it up until I started doing YouTube. So I was like, oh, okay, this is happening. From then, I think that what happened is because I'm not skinny shaming, by the way. Like, everyone is amazing in all different shapes and sizes. Let me just get that straight. So if I say skinny or fat, like, I don't mean any offense, okay? I just don't know how to say it. Because I wasn't your typical sort of skinnier or smaller sized blogger, like the majority of girls in the media are quite small, like models and actors, and a lot of fashion bloggers are particularly quite small. I think that all size 12 to 14 Helen comes along and she just gets put in a box, this box which is the body confident box, even though I'd never really thought about it before, and the kind of curvy sort of box. And again, I'd never thought about it. So I was unintentionally put in this box just because in comparison to other girls in the media or the public eye or the spotlight, I was a little bit bigger than them. I guess I felt like I trapped in that. Like, I felt like I had to then address it and talk about it. Anyway, moving on. It eventually got to the point where I got a bit fed up of my weight being talked about or like commented on like pretty much all the time. Every time I put an outfit picture up or a video, it was always like, oh, your body and everything. And I know that all of the comments came from a good place. I know that everyone that was saying stuff had a good heart. My problem then came with like the world, like the society, okay? Not the individual that was commenting it, like, because I feel like in a way they don't know any better because of the way that we've all been conditioned to feel. But I just get annoyed. I started getting annoyed at comments like, oh, how are you so body confident? Yeah, basically asking how are you so body confident. And there's me sitting there thinking, actually, why shouldn't I be body confident? Like, what are you trying to say? That just because I'm a size 12 or slightly bigger than a normal like a model or like another fashion blogger, that I shouldn't be body confident? And actually this video, another YouTuber actually did a video on this recently, which I watched, and I was totally like, bearing in mind, like, she is a plus size girl, and she was addressing it, and she said exactly the same thing, and I was like, great, now I don't feel like such an asshole for saying it. Again, I'm not like blaming the individual that said it or has commented these things, because a lot of you guys have probably said it to me, and I don't hate you or I don't think that you're an asshole for saying it. I just really think it's sad that we feel like this. We've been made to feel so shitty about ourselves because the media just keeps giving us these, let's fucking face it, unobtainable images of women and beauty and the this idea of what we should look like, that when a girl that's sort of goes against the grain and is happy in herself, the way she is, that there's this need to know the secret, and there isn't a secret. I feel like body confidence just comes from like being confident. I can admit it. Sometimes I don't feel good about myself. Like, we all have days where we feel shitty about ourselves. But in general, I'm a confident person. So I wouldn't necessarily say that I was body confident. I would just say that I'm just a confident individual. I feel like we need to stop saying body confident, like the word body, as though it's important. I feel that we just need to concentrate on being confident and happy within ourselves rather than really worrying about what we look like. And this leads me on to say, so going on from that, I got really miserable about my body being talked about all the time. So this was like last year, I went on this diet and I've done videos on it and I do regret it, but I basically lost about a stone quite quickly. And during that time, I was fucking miserable. I was miserable. It really took a toll on me mentally. I thought to myself, I genuinely thought at the time, if I lose weight, people will stop talking about my weight. People will stop talking about my body. So I have to lose weight. That's the only way for it to stop, because I really just had enough of it. And I know, again, like, it wasn't bad stuff. It was just that I just didn't want my existence to be about the size of me. I just wanted it to be about me, not, you know, this. So I went on this diet and it really fucks me up, like, in the sense that I wasn't eating that much. I would avoid social occasions because I thought that I would lose control, or I'd eat too many calories, or I'd drink something and ruin my calorie intake for the day. I was looking at other women, like, and assessing their size and comparing myself to them. And I was getting so down all the time about it. Like, I'd look in the mirror at myself and just think, you're fat. Even though I was clearly losing weight, the scale was saying I was losing weight. I was so fucking miserable, and I don't think I would have been satisfied no matter how much I lost. And you know what? It doesn't show in videos, in pictures. I just always look like this happy person, but I was actually really fucking miserable because I'm such a foodie person that I just got really upset all the time about not being able to eat. Now I actually weigh like 12 I weigh 12 pounds more than the least I weighed. But I feel really good now because I stopped caring. I've sort of told myself, like, over this year of sort of traveling and getting around, that there are far too many things in life to worry about and enjoy than to beat yourself up about being something or someone that you're clearly not. I was trying ever so hard to be this thin person, this really super lean and clean, healthy person. But in reality, I'm not that person. I like going out, and I like going out and drinking, and I like going out for lovely meals and eating whatever I want on the menu. I like cakes. I love fucking food. Like, I'm obsessed with food, and I've accepted that. That is just who I am. That's part of my personality. It's part of my life. But one thing that has changed about me is I also have learned to really love exercise. Now, I might eat a lot, but I also go to the gym 4 times a week now. And because of that, I feel it's kept me sane because I have this balance. So I really enjoy weightlifting. I actually fucking hate cardio, but after I've done it, I feel really good. I have this balance now where I know that I can eat really good in the week, have a naughty weekend, but because I've kind of worked out in the week, in my mind, I feel good about it. Granted, I kind of want to lose a few pounds because I've been exceptionally naughty recently, because this summer I've been going away and enjoying myself and not thinking about my weight or thinking about, like, we can't eat that. I've had a fucking great time and I don't regret any of it. So what I'm just sort of saying really is, like, I had this realization: if you're just hating yourself because you want to look like someone on Instagram or whatever, just drop it. Because let's face it, like, this health and fitness thing has become such a fashionable thing. And on Instagram, there's pictures of these girls that are really small and with their shakes and their snatches and they're doing all their squats and stuff. But for some people, that's just not feasible. It's really bad of the media to represent the human race by using models with a lack of diversity. Pretty unobtainable, let's face it. Like, if I wanted to be skinny, I would have to fucking starve myself, and I don't want to do that. Like, I'm just built like this, you know? I'm not built to be tiny. That's just the way it is, and I've accepted that. And you know what? I've also accepted the fact that no one actually gives a fuck about my size, apart from me, which is stupid. Why should I care? Well, I really wanted to talk about this because if you like yourself the way you are, but you feel pressured to be smaller because of social media, well, tell social media to fuck off. Like, it really doesn't matter how big you are. Be healthy and happy, but don't feel pressured into being a certain way because of things we see. But obviously, I have no problem with like body confidence campaigns. You know, I get it. A lot of women need to see this. But I'm hoping that in time, like, body confidence will be not needed because it will already be in our heads that we're fine the way we are. Like with feminism, I really hope that one day that feminism isn't even a word, because it shouldn't have to exist because everybody's equal. Like feminism, the word only obviously is around because there is still a lot of inequality in the world, so therefore it has to exist. So I'm hoping that likewise the word like body confidence doesn't need to exist because we all feel good about ourselves. I just wanted to talk about it. I feel like the way I feel, I've been really enjoying myself and I don't feel bad about it. I'm just accepting that this is who I am. You know, there's nothing wrong with the way I am, and I'm just learning to love myself. You know, sometimes I look in the mirror and I'm like, mate, that fucking spare tire needs to go. And I can do something about it. I don't really like the cellulite on the back of my legs. That makes me feel a bit, ew. But if I say to Matthew, oh my God, look at my cellulite, he's like, I don't know what I'm looking at. And I think that that's a thing. I think that we're our own worst enemy. We pick on ourselves far too much and we just forget that, you know what? We don't matter. You just got to get your balance right. And you just got to make sure that you're happy with it. That's all I've got to say about it. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you're all having a nice day, and I hope that this helped any of you or cheered any of you up, or, you know, I didn't want to cause any offence to anyone either. We're all good. This is a safe space. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.